स्थितेऽनुकम्पामकरन्दपूर्णे जगद्गुरोः पादसहस्रपत्रे किमन्यतो धावसि चित्तभृङ्ग प्रयाहि तत्रैव रमस्व नित्यम्। शङ्कारूपेण मच्चित्तं पङ्कीकृतमभूद्यया किङ्करीयस्य सा माया शङ्कराचार्यमाश्रये। विवेकिनं महाप्रज्ञं धैर्यौदार्यक्षमानिधिं सदाभिनवपूर्वं तं विद्यातीर्थगुरुं भजे। शास्त्राब्धिपारदृश्वानं सङ्गहीनन्तपोनिधिं भजे। श्रीभारतीतीर्थगुरुं भद्रौघदायकं विद्याविनयसम्पन्नं वीतरागं विवेकिनं वन्दे वेदान्ततत्त्वज्ञं विधुशेखर भारतीम्। अयं दानकालस्त्वहं दानपात्रं भवानेव दाता त्वदन्यन्न याचे। भवद्भक्तिमेव स्थिरां देहि मह्यं कृपाशीलशम्भो कृतार्थोऽस्मि तस्मात्। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। परमपूज्यानाम् अनन्तश्रीविभूषित शृङ्गेरी श्रीचरणानाम् उभय जगद्गुरूणां पादारविन्दयोः सविनयं सभक्तिश्रद्धम् अनन्तकोटिप्रणामाः समर्प्यन्ते। We shall now begin with the Katha Bhaga leading to the verses of the Guruvarya-Dashashloki. चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्याः गुरुर्युवा। वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा। गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानम्। गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानम्। गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानम्। शिष्यास्तु छिन्नसंशयाः। The scene is that of a Vatavriksha under which is seated a guru along with his shishyas. Now such scenes of the guru along with his shishyas is something very common. However, this scene in particular is chitram आश्चर्यमेतत्। किमाश्चर्यं चित्रम् इत्युक्ते आश्चर्यं। किमाश्चर्यम् अत्र इति चेत् जनरली one would think of the guru to be jyeshtha and the shishyas to be younger in age than the guru. However, atra vriddha shishyaah, atra tu shishyaah eva vriddhaah and gurur yuva. शिष्याः एव वृद्धाः, गुरुस्तु युवा, अ वेरी यंग गुरु. अतः चित्रम्, अतः आश्चर्यं. पुनश्च मोर ओवर्, गुरुभिः शिष्यजनानां संशयनिवारणार्थं, सन्देहनिवारणार्थं किं क्रियते? किञ्चित् व्याख्यानं, कश्चन उपदेशः क्रियते. तेन च गुरूपदेशेन, गुरुवचनेन शिष्यजनानां संशयनिवृत्तिर्जायते. परमत्र अस्य गुरोः कीदृशं व्याख्यानं? वाट् वास् द व्याख्यानं दट् दिस् गुरु चोस् टु गिव् हिस् शिष्यास्? गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं, गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं. Maunam. The Guru was in complete maunam. Not a single word was uttered by him. Then what about the samshayas of those shishyas? Shishyas tu chinna samshayah. That maunam of the Gurunatha was sufficient to completely eradicate all the samshayas of those shishyas. And therefore chitram chitram ataha ashcharyamidam. Now this only shows both the immense yogyata of those vriddha shishyas who were themselves mahapurushas, none other than the Sanakadi Maharshis, and it also shows the apara mahatmyam of that Gurunatha who is Sakshat Shri Dakshina Murte, Shri Dakshina Murte, Shri Dakshina Murte. Vidalita dasarte, Shri Dakshina Murte. Vidalita dasarte, Shri Dakshina Murte. Vidalita dasarte, Chidananda Spurte, Sada Monakirte, Shri Dakshina Murte. Vidalita dasarte, Chidananda Spurte, Sada Monakirte. Akshaya Suvarna Vata Vrikshamula Sthite, Akshaya Suvarna Vata Vrikshamula Sthite, Rakshamam Sanakadi Raja Yogi Stute, Rakshita Sadbhakte, Shikshita Duryukte, रक्षितसद्भक्ते शिक्षितदुर्युक्ते अक्षरानुरक्ते अविद्याविरक्ते दक्षिणामूर्ते विदलित दासार्ते चिदानन्द स्फूर्ते सदा मौन कीर्ते मौन कीर्ते मौन कीर्ते इदं श्री मुत्तुस्वामी दीक्षितैः शङ्कराभरणरागे विरचितं कीर्तनमेकं। भगवान् श्री दक्षिणामूर्तिः आदिगुरुः परमेश्वरः आदिगुरुः भगवान् श्री दक्षिणामूर्तिः मौनव्याख्याता इति प्रसिद्धः। तन्मौनेनैव च सर्वेपि ते शिष्यजनाः छिन्नसंशयाः सञ्जाताः। परं कथमिदं सञ्जातम् इति चेत् तादृशी आसीत् योग्यता. Such was the yogyata of those shishyas, those Mahapurushas, Sanakadi Maharishis, that they were able to understand what was being conveyed by that Gurunatha through his mauna. But what about those who do not possess such a yogyata? For those who are trapped in the dense gahana, in the dense forest of ajnana, and for those who are suffering from the tapa generated by the bhavadava shikha, those who are suffering from the tapa of the forest fire like samsara, in order to protect all of those people too, ajnanantargahanapatitan atmavidyopadeshaihi tratum lokan भवदवशिखा तापपापच्यमानान् भवदवशिखा तापपापच्यमानान् भवदवशिखा तापपापच्यमानान् अज्ञानान्तर्गहनपतितान् सर्वानपि लोकान् सर्वानपि जनान् त्रातुम्, in order to protect all of those people who are in such a condition, who are trapped in such a condition, and who also do not possess the yogyata to understand through just that maunam. Tadrishan sarvanapi lokan tratum, sarvanapi lokan rakshitum, sa eva Bhagavan Dakshinamurtihi, that very same Bhagavan Dakshinamurti, who is prasiddha as mauna vyakhyata, decided to muktva maunam muktva maunam, that Bhagavan Dakshinamurti decided to leave his maunam, and also the one who was seated at the Vatavriksha Moola decided to Vatavitapino Moolato Nishpatanti, that Bhagavan Dakshinamurti, in order to protect these people, decided to leave his mauna, and also muktva maunam vatavita vrikshasya moolatah vinirgatya ayameva Bhagavan Dakshinamurtihi asmin bhuvane sancharam kartum prarabhata. Sviyam maunam muktva vatavrikshasya moolatopi vinirgatya अस्मिन् भुवने स्थलात् स्थलान्तरं सञ्चारं विधाय सर्वानपि लोकान् स्वीय दिव्य उपदेशैः अपालयत्. And that Bhagavan Dakshinamurti, who left his maunam and the Vatavriksha Moola, performed such a sanchara on this bhuvana in the form of Shambhor Murtihi Charati Bhuvane शङ्कराचार्यरूप शम्भोर्मूर्तिः चरति भुवने शङ्कराचार्यरूप शम्भोर्मूर्तिः चरति भुवने शङ्कराचार्यरूप। स एव भगवान् दक्षिणामूर्तिः शम्भुः परमेश्वरः स्वीयं मौनं परित्यज्य वटवृक्षस्य मूलतः विनिर्गत्य भुवनेऽस्मिन् जगद्गुरु श्रीमच्छङ्करभगवत्पादाचार्यरूपेण सञ्चारं विधाय सर्वानपि अज्ञानान्तर्गहनपतितान् भवदवशिखातापपापच्यमानान् जनान् अपालयत् इति इदं पद्यमपि जगद्गुरु श्रीमद्विद्यारण्यमहास्वामिभिः विरचिते श्रीशङ्करदिग्विजये विद्यमानं पद्यमेकं। विदितमेव समेषां जनानां यत् इतः 1200 प्राक् अरौण्ड् 1200 years ago परमेश्वरः दक्षिणामूर्तिः जगद्गुरु श्रीमच्छङ्करभगवत्पादाचार्यरूपेण भुवनेऽस्मिन् अवततार at a time during this Kali Yuga when there was such a great decline in our Sanatana Vaidika Dharma. Sanatana Vaidika Dharmasyasya yada mahan hrasah asit yada avaidikani matani nitaram prabalanyasan tadani Parameshwaraha Jagadguru Shrimad-Shankara Bhagavat-Padacharya Rupena avatirya single-handedly in a short span of 32 years Bhagavat-Padacharya single-handedly restored and revived this Sanatana Vaidika Dharma which was in a state of such a great decline prior to his avatara. Which is why if we are all able to call ourselves Anuyayis of this Sanatana Vaidika Dharma, of this Utkrishta Dharma, we owe our immense Kritagnyata to Jagadguru Shrimad-Shankara Bhagavat-Padacharya. Now Bhagavat-Padacharyaha asya Sanatana Vaidika Dharmasya punaruddharanartham Bhagavat-Padacharyaihi naikani amanusha karyani kritani तानि सर्वाण्यपि कार्याणि जगद्गुरु महास्वामिभिः अनुग्रह भाषणेषु उक्तमस्ति यत् तानि सर्वाण्यपि कार्याणि all the अमानुष कार्यास् that Bhagavat-Padacharya performed in order to do the punaruddharanam of our Sanatana Dharma, all those karyas can broadly be classified into 3 main categories. तानि सर्वाण्यपि कार्याणि मुख्यतः त्रिधा विभक्तुं शक्यानि. प्रथमं कार्यं ग्रन्थरचनं. भगवत्पादाचार्यैः बहवः ग्रन्थाः विरचिताः and the Jagadguru Shrimad-Shankara Bhagavat-Padacharya authored several works keeping in mind the yogyata of all people, keeping in mind the varied yogyata of all people. उत्तमाधिकारिणां कृते भगवत्पादाचार्यैः प्रस्थानत्रय भाष्याणि विरचितानि. मध्यमाधिकारिणां कृते बहवः प्रकरणग्रन्थाः जगद्गुरुभिः विरचिताः. पुनश्च मन्दाधिकारिणां कृतेपि भगवत्पादाचार्यैः अनेक अद्भुतरमणीयानि स्तोत्राणि विरचितानि. एवं भगवत्पादाचार्यैः कृतेषु कार्येषु प्रथमं मुख्यं कार्यं ग्रन्थरचनम्. एवं द्वितीयं कार्यं दिग्विजययात्रा. भगवत्पादाचार्य आसेतु हिमाचलं performed the Digvijaya Yatra, and through the course of the Digvijaya Yatra the Jagadguru not only restored and revived several Devalayas and Devata Murtis, but along with that Bhagavat-Padacharya also engaged in debate with scholars of opposing schools of thought. Avaidika Matavalambino Janan Vade Vijitya Bhagavat-Padacharya defeated all of them in Vada. Evam तान् सर्वानपि वादे विजित्य अस्य सनातनवैदिकधर्मस्य पुनश्च औपनिषद अद्वैतसिद्धान्तस्य संस्थापनम् अकार्षुः. So through these two major tasks of Grantharachanam and Digvijaya Yatra, Bhagavatpadacharya did the Punaruddharanam of our Sanatana Vedika Dharma. But the Jagadguru did not stop with that. Being such a Dirghadarshinaha, having such a far-sightedness, Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavatpadacharya performed yet another Mukhyam Karya. Bhagavatpadacharya, wanting the continued sustenance of this Sanatana Vedika Dharma, Asya Sanatana Vedika Dharmasya Sadaiva Palanaya Ekam Vishishtam Vyavastham Akalpayan, Sacha Vyavastha Sanatanasya Vartmanaha Sadaiva Palanaya Yaha Chaturdishasu Sanmathan Chakara Loka Vishrutan Sanatanasya Vartmanas Sadaiva Palanaya Yaha Chaturdishasu Sanmathan Chakara Loka Vishrutan Vibhandakatmajashramadi Susthaleshu Pavanan Tameva Lokashankaram Namami Shankaram Gurum Tameva Lokashankaram Namami Shankaram Gurum. This is a verse in the Shankara Bhagavatpadacharya Stutihi, a composition of our Paramapujya Jagadguru Sri Sri Mahasannidhanam Acharyal. Evancha Asya Sanatana Vedika Dharmasya Sadaiva Palanaya Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavatpadacharyehi Bharatasya Chatasrushu api Dikshu Chatvari Amnaya Pithani Samsthapitani. Teshu Pitheshu Dakshina Bharate Dakshinasyaam Dishi Vibhandakatmajashrama Sthale Jagadguravaha Dakshinamnaya Pitham Pithasya Sthapanam Akurvan Vibhandakatmajashrama Sthale Tannama Maharshi Vibhandaka. Maharshi Vibhandaka, his Atmaja, that is the son of Maharshi Vibhandaka, Shri Rishyashringa Maharshihi, Tasya Rishyashringa Maharshehe Yat Ashramasthalam Asit, Tasmin Rishyashringa Girau, Shringagiri Kshetre, Sakala Vidyadhi Devatam Bhagavatim Sharada Parameshwarim, Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavatpadacharyaha Pratisthapya, Tatraiva Dakshinamnaya Sringeri Sharada Pithamapi Samsthapya, Sviya Shishyeshu Vayasa Jnanena cha Vridhan Vartikakaran Jagadguru Srimad Sureshwaracharyan Asya Pithasya Prathamadhipatitvena Abhyashinchan Tataha Arabhya Nikhila Lokavandhyaihi Taponusthana Nirataihi Lokanugraha Tatparaihi Jivan Muktaihi Paramapujya Jagadguruvarenyaihi Alankritam Sat Idam Pitham Idam Dakshinamnaya Sringeri Sharada Pitham Avichinnaya Guru Paramparaya Virajate. Now that very same Bhagavan Dakshinamurtihi Dakshinasya, who having left his Mauna and the Vatavriksha Moola took avatara as Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavatpadacharya, that very same Bhagavan Dakshinasyaha Dakshinamurtihi Punaha once again decided to take an avatara in a Nava Akriti, in a new form. That very same Dakshinasya decided to take an avatara once again in a Nava Akriti, in a new form, in order to bless all of us. And we are also blessed to have the darshanam of that Bhagavan Dakshinasya, who is Sakshat our Dakshinasya Navakritim Namami Bharati Tirtham दक्षिणास्य नवाकृतिं दक्षिणाम्नाय शृङ्गेरी शारदापीठभूषणं नमामि भारती तीर्थं दक्षिणास्य नवाकृतिं दक्षिणाम्नाय शृङ्गेरी शारदापीठभूषणं नमामि भारती तीर्थं दक्षिणास्य नवाकृतिम्। इदमेव गुरुवर्य-दशश्लोक्याः प्रथमं पद्यम्। अस्मिन् पद्ये जगद्गुरु श्री श्री सन्निधान श्रीचरणैरुच्यते यत् जगद्गुरु श्रीमन् महासन्निधान श्रीचरणाः जगद्गुरु श्री श्री महासन्निधानम् आचार्याल् is described here as Dakshinasya Navakriti. That is, the Acharyal is a new form of that very same Bhagavan Dakshinamurtihi iti. Viditameva samesham jananam yat Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavatpadacharyaः इतः 1200 प्राक् पवित्रेऽस्मिन् भारतदेशे केरलेषु पूर्णा नदी पुण्यतटे कालटीक्षेत्रे आर्याम्बा शिवगुर्वोः पुण्यदम्पत्योः पुत्रत्वेन अवातरन् इति. And Jagadguru Srimad Vidyaranya Mahaswaminah describes in great detail in the Sri Madhaviya Shankara Digvijaya the sequence of events that occurred in the Jivanam of that Punya Dampati Aryamba and Shivaguru, which led to them being blessed with Jagadguru, with Swayam Dakshinamurti as their putra, that is Swayam Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavatpadacharya as their putra. Now, a very similar sequence of events also occurred in the Jivanam of yet another Punya Dampati, which led to them to being blessed with that very same Bhagavan Dakshinamurti as their putra. They too were then blessed with this new avatara of that very same Dakshinasya as their putra. Andhra Pradeshe Machilipattanakhye Nagare Srimantah Tangirala Venkateshwara Avadhani Varyaha Asan. There was a Vipravarya by the name Shri Tangirala Venkateshwara Avadhani. Shrimantaha Avadhaninaha Balye eva Krishna Yajurvedam Sampurnataya Adhitavantaha Tataha Sadachara Sampannaha Sattvagunayuktaha Ime Avadhani Varyaha Grihasthashramam Pravishan Tesham Mahasadhvi Shrimati Anantalakshmyamba इत्याख्या धर्मपत्नी आसीत्. तयोः पुण्यदम्पत्योः स्त्र्यपत्यद्वयमासीत्. And subsequent to that, this Punya-dampati, there occurred a sequence of events in the Jivanam of this Punya-dampati which led to them being blessed then with a putra. And those are the sequence of events that share a great similarity with the sequence of events that occurred in the Jivanam of Aryamba and Shivaguru. Aryamba tatha Shivaguruhu yatha putra bhagyam avaptum parameshwaram vrishachala kshetre sthitam vrishachaleshwaram parameshwaram bahukalam mahatya shraddhaya bhaktya cha sampujitavantau tadvadeva atrapi shrimantaha avadhani varyaha Shri Avadhani Varya Machilipattana Nagara Agamanat Prak Kasmimshchit Agrahare Nivasantaha. Shri Avadhani Varya performed the worship of Bhavani Shankareshwara Tatratyam Bhagavantam Shri Bhavani Shankareshwaram Ime Avadhani Varyaha Samapujayan. And Shri Avadhani Varya performed the worship of Shri Bhavani Shankareshwara by performing the Mahanyasa Purvaka Rudrabhisheka each and every day for an entire year. Samvatsaramekam evam anena prakarena Shrimantaha Avadhani Varyaha Shri Bhavani Shankareshwaram Samapujayan. Tat Paschat, just as in the case of Aryamba and Shivaguru, Parameshwaraha नितरां सन्तुष्टः सन् एतावपि दम्पती अनुजग्राह। ततः महासाध्वी श्रीमती अनन्तलक्ष्म्यम्बा गर्भवती सञ्जाता। And subsequent to that, once again, in the case of both the Dampatis, there were indications of the fact that the Garbhasthaha Shishuhu, that the child in the Garbha was endowed with divine qualities. In the case of Aryamba and Shivaguruhu, kasmimshchid ratrau swapan kanchana swapnamekam adrakshit viditameva idam samesham jananam yad tasmin swapne parameshwaraha eva dvijaveshadhari tau dampati anujagraha. And subsequent to that swapna, it became clear, it became evident to that punya dampati that satyam bhavishyati tu nau tanayo mahatma. Satyam bhavishyati tu nau tanayo mahatma. Tanayo mahatma. It became evident to that punya dampati after that swapna, based on that swapna, that they would be blessed not just with putra bhagya, but that putra that they were to obtain would indeed be a mahatma, would indeed be a mahapurusha. In the same way, atra tavat Mahasadhvi Shrimati Anantalakshmyamba kasmimshchid ratrau swapnamekam dadarsha. Tasmin swapne sapi bhagavantam sakshat kritavati. In her swapna, she too had the darshanam of Bhagavan, and in her case, Bhagavan chose to give her darshanam in the form of Vanadhitararnachana nijalangula vanhidagdha lankanagara Anjaneya Raghurama Dudamahi Tanu Bhava Pahi Janakasutadhi Vimochana Lola Jambumali Khala Nishicharakala Vanadhitararnachana nijalangula vanhidagdha lankanagara Anjaneya Raghurama Dudamahi Danu Bhava Pahi Pahi Pahi. This is a composition of Maharaja Shri Swati Tirunal. Evam Shrimati Anantalakshmyamba tasmin swapne सीतापतेः भगवतः श्रीरामस्य दूतं श्रीरामभक्ताग्रगण्यं भगवन्तम् आञ्जनेयं साक्षात्कृतवती. भगवान् आञ्जनेयः तस्मिन् स्वप्ने प्रादुर्भूय तस्यै 3 आम्रफलानि प्रदाय, गिविंग श्रीमती अनन्तलक्ष्मम्मा 3 आम्रफलास् 3 मैंगोस्. ततः भगवान् आञ्जनेयः इत्थम् अकथयत्, तव सकल सद्गुण संपन्नः सकल जगद्वन्द्यः पुत्रो भविष्यति. You shall indeed be blessed with a putra endowed with all noble qualities, endowed with all sadgunas, and who shall be revered throughout this jagat. एवमुक्त्वा स भगवान् आञ्जनेयः अन्तरधात्. अतः उभयत्रापि गर्भस्थस्य शिशोः दैवी सम्पत्सूचकानि निमित्तानि उपलब्धानि. And now the similarity was not just in the sequence of events that occurred, even the child that was then born, Yaha Bhagavan Dakshinamurtihi Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavat Padacharya Rupena Vaishakha Shukla Panchamyam Aryamba Shivagurvoho Putratvena Avatarat Saeva Bhagavan Dakshinamurtihi Dakshinasyaha Punaha Anayoho Dampatyoho Putratvena Dakshinasya Navakritim Namami Bharati Tirtham Dakshinasya Navakritim Anayoho Dampatyoho Putratvena Saeva Bhagavan Dakshinasyaha Punaha Avatarat Kharanama Samvatsare Vasantartau Chaitramase Shuklapakshe Shashthyam Tithau Mahasadhvi Srimati Anantalakshmyamba Daivi Sampadyuktam Putramekam Prasoshta Divya Tejasa Bhasamanasya Tasya Shishoho Sitaramanjaneyaha Iti Nama Akari. The child was named Shri Sitarama Anjaneyaha, Shri Sitarama Anjaneyalu. And Tatpaschat Shri Sitarama Anjaneyaha Eva Upanayana Samskaram Avapya Vedadhyayanam Kritva. Tatpaschat Dakshinamnaya Sringeri Sharada Pithasya Panchatrimshattama Pithadhishwaran Paramapujya Jagadguru Srimad Abhinava Vidya Tirtha Mahaswaminaha Samashritya Tesham Savidhe Shastradhyayanam Chakara. And that was when, noticing that the Brahmachari Shri Sitarama Anjaneya Sharma was endowed with all the required yogyata, and based on the anugnya of Bhagavati Shri Sharada Parameshwari, based on the divine commands of Sharadamba, as well as his Guru Charanaha Paramapujya Jagadguru Shri Shri Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswaminaha Jagadguru Srimad Abhinava Vidya Tirtha Mahaswaminaha Tamenam Brahmacharinam Shri Sitarama Anjaneya Sharmanameva Sviya Uttaradhikari Shishyattvena Pariyagrinhan. We shall be covering these incidents, these sandarbhas in greater detail in some upcoming episodes of this Harikatha series. And so, 50 years back, Anandanama Samvatsare Ashvina Krishna Dvadashyam, Jagadguru Srimad Abhinava Vidya Tirtha Mahaswaminaha blessed the Brahmachari with the Sannyasa Diksha and the Pranava Mahavakya Upadeshas, and then blessed the Nutana Yativarya with the Yoga Patta Shri Bharati Tirtha, thus continuing the Avichinna Guru Parampara of the illustrious Dakshinamnaya Sringeri Sharada Pitham. Tatpaschat Ime Jagadguru Shri Shri Bharati Tirtha Mahaswaminaha Asya Dakshinamnaya Sringeri Sharada Pithasya षट्त्रिंशत्तमाः पीठाधिपतयः अभूवन्. सकल शास्त्र नदीष्णाः अनवरतं लोकानुग्रह तत्पराः तपोनुष्ठान निरताः परमपूज्य जगद्गुरवः इमे श्री श्री भारती तीर्थ महास्वामिनः अस्य दक्षिणाम्नाय शृङ्गेरी शारदा पीठस्य दक्षिणाम्नाय शृङ्गेरी शारदा पीठभूषणम्. अस्य दक्षिणाम्नाय शृङ्गेरी शारदा पीठस्य भूषणमिव शोभन्ते. The Mahaswamigal shines as a jewel, as an ornament adorning this Dakshinamnaya Sringeri Sharada Pitham. And Jagadguru Shri Shri Sannidhanam Acharya mentions as part of this first verse of the Guruvarya-Dashashloki that the one who is like a bhushanam of this Dakshinamnaya Sringeri Sharada Pitham, and the one who is a new form of that very same Bhagavan Dakshinasya Dakshinamurtihi, Tam Gurum Jagadguru Shri Shri Bharati Tirtha Mahaswaminam Namami. I offer my namaskarams to that Gurunatha Jagadguru Shri Shri Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamigal. Namami Bharati Tirtham Dakshinasya Navakritim Dakshinamnaya Sringeri Sharada Pithbhushanam. Namami Bharati Tirtham दक्षिणास्य नवाकृतिम्. Now we mentioned in the introduction to this series that we shall be covering sambandhas with the Panchayatana Devatas. Firstly, starting with Bhagavan Parameshwara as Dakshinamurti. In the first verse of the Guruvarya-Dashashloki, Sri Sannidhanam Acharya explicitly has described Jagadguru Sriman Mahasannidhana Shri Charanaha as Dakshinasya Navakriti. अतः जगद्गुरु श्रीमन् महासन्निधान श्रीचरणाः दक्षिणामूर्ति स्वरूपिणः. Now we shall once again revisit the Dakshinamurti Swarupatvam of our Paramapujya Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam in yet another episode, where we shall see a verse, a very famous verse on Dakshinamurti and its sambandha with yet another verse of the Guruvarya-Dashashloki. And in connection with the Dakshinamurti Swarupatva of Jagadguru Sri Sri Mahasannidhanam Acharya, Jagadguru Sri Sri Sannidhanam Acharya has mentioned in an Anugraha Bhashanam that the very verse which we in fact rendered earlier, Shambhor Murtihi Charati Bhuvane Shankaracharya Rupa, this very same line can also be rendered as Shambhor Murtishcharati Bhuvane Bharati Tirtha Rupa. This very same line can be rendered as Shambhor Murtishcharati Bhuvane Bharati Tirtha Rupa. And in fact, even in the Chandas, since the Guru Laghu pattern is the same in both cases, it exactly fits the Vritta, it exactly fits the Chandas also. Ataha Jagadguru Sriman Mahasannidhana Shri Charanaha Sakshat Dakshinamurti Swarupinaha. Once again, we offer our Anantakoti Namaskarams to that Dakshinamurti Swarupa Jagadguru Shri Sri Mahasannidhanam Acharya. And our only prarthana is that how many ever janmas we may have to take, in each and every one of those janmas may we have as our Sadgurunatha Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavat Padacharya and our Jagadgurus who are Swarupena Sakshat Jagadguru Srimad Shankara Bhagavat Padacharya. In each and every one of the janmas that we may have to take, may we be blessed to be born as Shishyas of this illustrious Guru Parampara. Anaya Prarthanaya Ayamapi Bhagaha Jagadguru Varenyanam Padaravindayoho Savinayam Sabhakti Shraddham Samarpyate. And we shall continue our Guruvarya Vandanam through the Guruvarya-Dashashloki in the upcoming episodes. Shastram Shariramimamsa Devastu Parameshwaraha Acharya Shankaracharyaha Acharyaha Shankaracharyaha Santu me janma janmani Acharyaha Bharati Tirtha Santu me janma